Lithium is seen as the metal of the future, used to make batteries for everything from mobile phones to huge power systems. Prices have almost tripled to record highs over the past 2 years, and stocks on the ASX with lithium exposure have surged. But there are predictions that oversupply could see prices come back down to earth as major new producers try to cash in on the latest boom. Here's Sue Lennon.
3, 2, 1.
Lithium is going into orbit. The Falcon Heavy, the world's most powerful rocket, blasted into space last month with a lithium-powered Tesla electric car on board.
Oh, that was epic. I think that's probably the most exciting thing I've ever seen, literally, ever.
The man who sent Tesla into space has also built the world's biggest power storage battery in South Australia, driven by lithium.
So we're talking about something that is more than 3 times as powerful as the next biggest battery installation in the world.
Elon Musk is not the only entrepreneur with big ambitions for the metal. Perth miner Pilbara Minerals is one of Australia's new players in the booming lithium market. It's building one of the world's biggest mines in Western Australia.
We see huge demand coming from the market and as a result are very keen to continue to expand the mine's capacity and become one of, if not the largest producers globally.
Pilbara Minerals has already sold its expected lithium production and the mine isn't even finished yet. One of the customers is South Korean steel giant POSCO and China's Great Wall Motor Company, which has also taken a stake in the miner.
Hard rock sources of supply become the preferred method for additional lithium raw materials to support the emerging battery industry.
But the fear is the globe's big players, SQM, Albemarle and FMC, will ramp up production in Chile, Argentina and Australia, delivering an iron ore-style king hit to the newcomers and putting downward pressure on prices. Add to that China, which is also expanding supply as it drives demand for electric cars and other vehicles.
I think it's far too early to put out bearish calls on lithium. I do think you'll see an easing in the spike prices, but I think that lithium and other commodities related to batteries will remain strong for quite some time yet.
But the lithium bears are on the prowl, led by Morgan Stanley. The US investment bank predicts prices of lithium carbonate could fall by almost half by 2021 because of oversupply. It says the growing demand for electric vehicles won't offset the expanding supply of lithium.
We think those calls are ill-founded. I mean, you have the Ford Motor Company stating that they want 2/3 of their entire range globally to be on the EV platform by 2030. You've got Toyota and Lexus saying they want their entire platform on an EV models by 2030.
Ken Brinsden also remains upbeat, but thinks some smaller players may fall by the wayside.
I'd be surprised if ultimately the supply base didn't disappoint, at least in part. We're confident in our development, but we're a long way through the development cycle.
Morgan Stanley concedes that as China becomes the market leader in battery production and renewable energy, the major producers will have less control over lithium prices.
China is playing a very, very clever long-term strategic game. They are looking to dominate the world in industries of the future, and they see the low emissions profile sector as an opportunity to be the world leader.
Tim Buckley says many Australian lithium projects are being developed with Chinese money. And with China leading the world in renewable energy, Australia faces being left behind.
While we sit and procrastinate, the Chinese are getting on with it, the Indians are getting on with it, and so while we debate, we're probably going to lose those resources, and like the coal industry, it'll end up just being foreign owned.
Like Elon Musk's sports car, how high lithium prices will go remains to be seen.